All right, hello everyone. Eric Marks, FindingMiddleEarth.com, and today we're going to talk about the Fujifilm X-T2 and landscape photography. Before we get started, first off, it's my birthday, so believe it or not, I'm actually recording this video on my birthday. I told my wife, my wife made me a nice lunch and baked me a cake and everything, and she's about to take me out, and I said, honey, I've been getting so many questions about people, wondering why I'm using this for landscape photography, and they're getting on to me about it. I said, can I just make a video? Even though it's my birthday, can I just make a quick video and edit it and upload it real quick? Because it would just make me feel better. I just have this idea, and she knows how I am. She's been married to me for years now, so she knows when I get this idea and this mission in my head, that's all I can focus on. So she's like, look, it's your birthday. I know you love doing this camera stuff. You go do it. I'm gonna go ahead and get a shower. So she's getting showered and ready and everything. So I'm doing this right now. So yeah, it's my birthday, and I'm recording a video because I love you guys. But before we get started, I want you guys to let me know in the comments what videos you'd like to see, because I want to. I'm right now trying to figure out more of the future of Finding Middle Earth and where it's going to go. I'm going to be doing some online membership site stuff, some photography training. I'm going to be doing some like month-to-month training stuff. Obviously, I'm releasing my big master class on exposure blending and landscape photography processing. So if you guys have any video ideas or any kind of ideas any kind of a future content you'd like to see, or anything like that, future business model for this company, leave them in the comments below. So let's go and get on with the Fuji X-T2. So just recently, I've been doing a few Q&A videos, and one of the biggest questions I get is, Eric, I know you own a Nikon D810, which I do. I own a D810 and a wide variety of Nikkor lenses. And they said, why are you shooting landscapes with a Fujifilm X-T2? That camera is not suited for landscapes. You should be buying a GFX or shooting with your Nikon D810. So let me tell you what I tell my students when I teach local workshops here. So it's funny, every time that I do a class online or in person, I'll kind of let everyone introduce themselves, and of course I'll introduce myself. And everyone always ends up saying the same thing. They're like, hey, my name is this, I'm from this, and I shoot with a Canon Rebel, and they're like really shy and insecure about like what camera they have, because maybe they can't afford a better one or something. And I always say, why are you saying it like that? What, are you ashamed of the camera? And they say, well, it's because everyone, and I'm like, stop right there. And everyone's answer to, why are you ashamed of your camera is the words, well, because everyone, and they always say, well, because everyone shoots with, Nikon full frame and Canon full frame and Sony and et cetera, et cetera. And so here's what I'm here to tell you, because I get a lot of questions about this. Shoot with what makes you happy. And I know I don't really have to be making a video on this, because it should be just common sense, but this camera and Fujifilm gear makes me happy. That's my answer to all of you. That's why I shoot with this for landscapes right now. Again, it's the right tool for the right job. So I've told you guys, obviously I'm not an idiot. So if a company commissions me to do commercial work for them tomorrow, and they say, hey, we want you to come in and photograph our state park or our national park, and we're gonna make these big banner prints at this big gala we're having, which has happened to me before. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna pick up my X-T2 or my D810? I'm gonna pick up my D810 because that would be the right tool for the job. They've already told me they're expecting big prints out of this, so I'm gonna go and shoot some panoramas of the park and make, 200 or 150, 200 megapixel images so they can print these massive prints. Or just my regular 36 megapixel images out of the D810 would be just fine. It's not that the X-T2 couldn't do it, because prints are all based on viewing distance at a certain point, but again, it's the right tool for the right job. So I like having a D810 and an X-T2 because I use them for different things. But I'll tell you what, when I just go out and shoot landscapes, even if someone was paying me to do landscapes for a publication, if it was 16 by 24 prints or like an 8 by 10 publication, I would choose the X-T2 because I just simply have fun with it. It's the design of the camera is very whimsical and like makes me feel like a kid again. It's just, I don't know, it's very fun to shoot with. So don't be ashamed with whatever camera you have. If you enjoy shooting with it, shoot with it. If you guys come to my workshops in the future and you come with an iPhone, that's great, because I know that you're just there for the pure love of photography. The love of photography, my friends, is not built in to this computer, okay, with glass on the front of it. It's built in here, That's where the passion and the heart and the love of photography comes from. It's not about the gear, okay? And you'll hear people say that all the time. It's not about the gear, don't worry, okay? Obviously, to a point, it is about the gear if you're getting into it commercially and professionally. But the point is, get the gear that you love shooting with. You have to love the tools that you work with, right? If a car mechanic is fixing cars for a living and he has tools that are just no fun to work with and they're a pain in the butt, he's not going to have fun doing his job, even though this mechanic loves working on cars. Well, it's the same thing for any profession. I love shooting with this camera, and it really has brought a lot of fun into photography for me. And it's not that I have a bad time shooting with my Nikon D810, it's just that the design, the way this camera feels, the conversations that this camera has started. I've been shooting out in public with this thing, and just random people that aren't even photographers, that maybe like used to take pictures, they'll come up to me and ask me, whoa, a Fuji film? You know, you don't see those often. Normally it's always Nikon and Canon. That's what you hear more than anything. Nikon and Canon, Canon and Nikon. And so this camera being out in public with me has started so many cool conversations. I've met cool people. I don't know, all around, it's a fun camera to have and to shoot with. So no, it is not made for landscape photography. The X-T2 is not made for that. But I'll tell you what, this is probably the most versatile camera on the market right now. Absolutely the most versatile mirrorless camera, because it's good at tracking fast action, it's good image quality with landscapes, it's great image quality for portraits, it kind of does everything well. But no, it's not suited for commercial work, it's not suited for landscape photography, but you can use it for all those things. And so I think that's probably what makes this so fun, is that I can take this out on a day of shooting with me and know that whatever I run into, street photography, landscape, portrait, whatever, it's just gonna handle it. It's just going to get the job done for me. So, yeah, I love the Fujifilm gear because it just makes me happy. It gives me a little tingly feeling in my heart, okay? That's just what it is, okay? And you can call me a fanboy if you wish, but I love my Nikon stuff just as much in a different way, all right? So it's just fun. That's all there is to it. So yeah, anyway, if you guys have any questions, any more questions why I haven't, you know, bought the GFX or whatever, that's why. I just like this. And by the way, you guys know that I'm trying to go full-time YouTube photography channel, photography education, so it would be pretty dumb of me to go out and buy a $6,500 GFX camera when I'm trying to save all the money I can to, you know, put everything into this channel and photography education. So I already have two great cameras. I have the X-T2 and the D810. I don't need any more. Of course I want more. I want the GFX. I want a phase 100 megapixel medium format system, but those are not things I need. So if you shoot with Fuji, as long as you love it, keep shooting with Fuji. If you shoot with Nikon, Sony, Canon, whatever, as long as you love it, don't let the whole, well, because everyone shoots with this, don't let it affect you. It's just a computer, basically, a computer, a sensor, and a piece of glass. Everything else is here, and that's how it should be. So thank you guys for watching this. Love your gear, and always choose the right gear that you love and you want to use. And if you guys have any other feedback or any questions or comments or future video ideas you want to see, of course, leave them in the comments. I'm going to go out to a birthday dinner with my wife now. She's probably done getting ready, and I'll see you guys in the next one. If you would like to stay up to date on all of my photography videos and free tutorials, please consider subscribing by clicking on my face. And if you would like to find out more about me and how to improve your photography, visit my website at findingmiddleearth.com.